jumped. And then something horrible happened. Tegan fell right onto the concrete. The operator mistakenly...
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the Left Fam Gang. Now, we all been to theme parks, we've been on roller coasters, and today we're gonna check out the worst incidents that happen on roller coasters.
Let's imagine you're on a roller coaster ride.
Right?
The sun blinds your eyes, the wind is in your face, and you hear the other passengers' laughter. Awesome, right? When you fall, the adrenaline rushes through your blood, and you feel happy. But
Alright, name your favorite roller coaster that you ever been on, bro.
Instead of joyful laughter, there are shrieks of terror. Just now, right there before your eyes, a passenger sped out of their seat during a sharp turn and fell from a height of a few dozen meters.
That's like one of the worst fears, bro, going on roller coasters. It's just flying out. Not even like it being stuck or nothing. Just literally just flying out, bro. There's nothing you can do at that point, bro. You just... God, please, let me go to heaven.
You don't believe this can happen? What if I tell you that much worse things have happened in amusement parks in the long history of their existence?
Like
on
what?
March 24th, 2022, 14-year-old Tyree Sampson went with...
Bro, this person on the freaking top of the ride, it looks creepy as hell, bro.
...his football team on holiday to Icon Park in Orlando, USA.
I think I noticed one.
There, the boys decided to go for a ride on Orlando.
It was the one where he fell on the top of this thing, huh? Yeah, I think I remember this. Like, it went viral on Twitter.
Freefall.
Damn.
The world's tallest freestanding drop tower, which was 131 meters tall. But an ordinary day off turned into a tragedy. When the movable part of the ride got to the top of the tower and started falling, Tyree slipped out of his seat and hit the ground.
Fuck, bro.
The 8th grader died on the spot. According to the forensic expert report, the leading cause of Sampson's death was a mistake on the part of a park employee. As it turned out, the freefall ride operator had loosened the safety belt on Sampson's seat. It had likely been done during the ride's launch to accommodate customers weighing more than 130 kilograms.
Damn.
The investigation showed that Sampson's safety belt was almost twice as loose as necessary. Because
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know, RIP to the kid. Dude, I'm already super paranoid about roller coasters and the seat belts and everything. Like, I don't care how uncomfortable it is, my nigga. I'm making sure it's tight as hell, boy. Like, my stomach could be squeezing out. Like, you see my guts hanging. I don't care, bro, as long as I'm protected. Because, like, no, that whole loosening shit, I don't care, bro. You fat, you know what I'm saying, skinny, whatever. Like, make sure it's tight, bro.
yes, the boy fell out of his seat during the ride.
Or if you're just too big for the ride to where it can't go tight enough, you just can't ride it.
After Sampson's death, Orlando Freefall and an adjacent ride, Orlando Slingshot, were closed until further notice.
Damn, bro.
The company Orlando Slingshot, which had designed the ride, made a statement that proclaimed the company's decision to withdraw this model from production after the boy's death. And Icon Park supported this call.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, even if it wasn't, you know, the actual company's fault that the kid died or whatever, it could be on the employee, it still leaves like a bad stain, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's gonna want to write that no more. Especially knowing that a kid just died, and it's like, I don't know. It's just weird, bro. I wouldn't even try to go on it, bro. Like, it's cooked. I'm never riding that ride again.
A civil rights attorney, Ben Crump, who represents Sampson's father, has referred to this decision as long overdue. Theme parks, their parent companies, and regulatory agencies must do better to prevent this kind of tragedy from happening to any other family, he said in a statement. But sadly...
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, chat. How do you feel about this? My solution to this is we make a rule where the seatbelts have to be a certain tightness, right? And if your body is just too big for it to the point that where they need to loosen it, like, you're just a no-go. You can't go. I feel like that would just solve these problems, because the only reason he fell out is because he was too big. And it sucks for people that are too big, but I mean, maybe it'll motivate them to lose weight. I don't know. I think that should be a rule, bro. Or at least, like, you have to tighten it. Even if it's uncomfortable, it just has to tighten. And if you're not okay with it, you want it loose, you need it loose, then you just gotta get off. You feel me? I don't know.
This isn't the first time such a tragedy has happened in the US. On July 9th, 2011, James Hackemer, an Iraq war veteran, died in a tragic roller coaster accident at the Darien Lake amusement park in the north of New York. 3 years before that, in March of 2008, Hackemer was serving in Iraq when his vehicle hit a makeshift explosive device. As a result, the man sustained some injuries, including the amputation of both legs.
Yo, I got like major respect for people that lost their limbs and just keep going every day, because it's like, damn, bro. Like, I just can't imagine, especially, you know, being a veteran and stuff and going through what they're going through for our country. Respect from me, bro.
Of both legs. When Hackemer expressed the wish to go on a roller coaster ride at Darien Lake, park employees were unable to secure a safety belt on him. Because of this, the man was put in the first coach with the explanation that he would be able to hold onto the barrier in front of him with his hands. And because he had no safety belt, during one of the turns, the man was hurled out of the seat on the Ride of Steel coaster, which was moving at 80 kilometers per hour.
Like, how do you not put a safety belt, bro? That does not make any sense. And like, as a person that's riding the thing, bro, I'm sorry. Like I said, the company has to be proactive to making sure that everybody's safe. But at the same time, you got to make sure you proactive to make sure you're safe too, bro. Every time you get on the ride, and this is from me to you watching this, bro, make sure everything is tight. Pull on it, tug on it as hard as you can, and make sure it's good, bro. If there's something above you, make sure it's down all the way, clicks, and freaking, you know, move it to make sure you're good, bro. Because literally, sometimes these employees, they go through hundreds of people. At some point, there's going to be an error, bro. So you just got to look out for yourself as well.
Hackemer was at the park with his children and sister. But luckily, his children weren't around at the time of the tragedy. Instead, Hackemer was accompanied by his nephew, Ashton Lufred. Ashton said the park employees did not object to the disabled veteran's wish to ride the roller coaster and did not ask any questions.
Bro.
He was determined to ride every roller coaster, his sister Jody Hackemer told the Associated Press.
You gotta not let him, bro.
That minute he was on that ride, he probably felt the happiest and most normal he's felt in 3.5 years. State investigators ruled an operator's mistake as the cause of the tragedy, and the ride was back in operation that same year. But
as much as he wants to ride that ride, bro, it is just not safe. And, you know, as the company, as the worker there, you gotta just know that, bro. And, you know, put people's safety above anything else. Like, sometimes you gotta save people from themselves, man.
Times, you don't even have to buy a roller coaster ride ticket to get a deadly injury. Just standing nearby can be enough. In 2015, a teenager was decapitated on a roller coaster ride after he jumped over some fences and entered a forbidden zone.
Okay. All right, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, you can't just go out just doing stupid shit, bro. Come on. Don't do stupid shit, and stupid shit won't happen to you.
Horrific accident happened at the Six Flags over Georgia Park. 17-year-old Asia LaShawn Ferguson from Springfield got over two 2-meter tall fences, ignoring the signs that warned of the area ahead being a dangerous forbidden zone.
Bro, where are the parents, dude? I know he's 17, so maybe he's just there with friends and stuff, but bro, come on.
Most likely, the boy was trying to get his hat, which fell off his head while he was on the ride.
No. Fuck that hat, bro. If you lose anything on a roller coaster, first of all, before you even try to get it yourself, try to ask a worker if you really care about it that much. But second of all, just leave it, bro. Just leave it. It is not worth it. It's not worth it.
Witnesses say he wanted
to go into a forbidden area, climb over a fence where roller coasters are constantly going and going and going. Like, that's just, oh my God. Like, how do you not think of that?
To prank the passengers of the ride by grabbing someone's foot when the coach would be passing over his head.
No way, bro.
The boy received a deadly blow almost immediately after getting under the roller coaster. The foot of one of the...
He tried to play a prank and got killed, bro. Yo, like, sometimes I just don't understand the brain mechanics that go on in people's minds, bro.
Passengers who sat in a coach moving at 80 kilometers per hour hit the boy on the head. This blow immediately decapitated him. The police claimed the boy's death to be an accident. Six Flags decided to show respect to the Ferguson family by closing the roller coaster on the day of the tragedy.
Damn, bro.
But the next day, the coaster continued to give rides to happy visitors of the park.
I mean, like, that one wasn't really on the roller coaster or on the company or anything. It was, like, literally completely on the kid. As sad as that is to say, RIP to him, but it's like, first of all, where's his parents? Like, just letting them go around the theme park doing stupid shit like this? I just don't get it. I don't get it.
That wasn't the first accident at the Six Flags network. 2 years before, in 2013, Rosie Esparza was torn apart while riding the Texas Giant roller coaster at Six Flags over Texas Amusement Park. Even before the beginning of the ride, the woman expressed concern over her safety belts after she got on the coaster. An
Okay.
operator assured her they were properly secured.
Nah,
and
bro.
the roller coaster started its
Nah,
fatal.
I'm sorry. If an employee like just waves off my concern about a seatbelt and stuff, I'm getting the fuck off, bro. Hell no, because first of all, that means you're not even caring. You didn't even check, bro. Like, get me off this shit, bro, because you are literally gonna ruin my life right now.
Journey. When the coach
Hell
made
no.
a sharp turn, Esparza's safety belts loosened,
Oh my
and the woman
God.
was flung 23 meters into the air right before the eyes of her terrified daughter. Her partially torn body was found wrapped around a hinge on the roof of the honky-tonk tunnel. Immediately after the incident, the police launched an investigation. But 2 months later, the ride resumed operation after restrainers and new safety belts were installed. Esparza's family sued Six Flags and Gerstlauer.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They need a big bag off of this, bro, because that one worker that just waved it off, bro, that's on you. I ain't gonna lie.
The roller coaster manufacturer. As a reaction, the park and Gerstlauer sued each other regarding the responsibility for the accident.
Bro.
Eventually, both companies reached an undisclosed agreement with the victim's family. But accidents don't always happen on expensive.
I hope they got paid millions, like double-digit millions for.
Sometimes, a simple net is enough. 12-year-old Tegan Marty saw a terminal velocity roller coaster on a cable TV show. Eager to pull off
What?
the leap of faith, a backward fall from a height herself, the girl talked her parents into taking her to Extreme World Adventure Park in Wisconsin Dells.
No.
The family drove all the way to the park from their home in Florida just to let young Tegan fulfill her dream.
Oh my God.
Here's
bro.
how the ride worked. The participants were thrown off of a height of more than 30 meters. That is, from around 9 stories high,
There's no safety wires or nothing to lift her up?
into a net with no safety belts whatsoever.
Are you
Standing
fucking
in
kidding
line
me?
for the Extreme World ride.
Are you kidding me? What kind of dumbass shit is this, bruh? At least with like bungee jumping and shit, you literally have like a wire that connects or something. I know that could fail as well, but just free falling into a net, trusting that it's gonna wrap you and not like break where you just fall right through? Like, oh my God, this is so stupid. Like, why would you do this?
The girl's mother, Julie Marty,
This literally seems more unsafe going skydiving. I feel like there's more of a chance of that net ripping than freaking parachute failing. I don't know.
recognized the ride operator. He was the person who had praised the supposed safety of terminal velocity on a TV show.
Okay, so it looks like they have like a wire thing right here. So, oh, but they just let her go though.
Even though the ride had no safety belts or bandages. And people just fell into the net from a great height.
Nah,
In
that's
the
crazy.
photographs taken before the horrific accident happened to Tegan, the girl is beaming with a wide smile.
Fuck, bro.
It was now Tegan's turn. Her father turned on the camera, and her mother was anxiously watching from down below.
Oh my God.
The girl got to the top, 30 meters above the ground.
Bro, that is crazy to think about, man. Imagine recording your kid's death, bro. Like that, oh my God. Like, what do you even do at that point? But I don't know. I just wouldn't even let my kid get on something like this. This is so stupid. Like, I literally don't get it.
And jumped. And then, something horrible happened. Tegan fell right onto the concrete. The operator mistakenly let go of her before the safety net was installed below.
Oh my God. Oh my God. There's no way, bro. There's absolutely no way. There's no communication, no walkies going on where they have, you know what I'm saying? Someone in the bottom, someone in the top communicating on when to let her go. Like, their family better get the biggest motherfucking bag possible. I swear to God.
The girl broke her spine and
Oh my
pelvis
God.
and received head trauma and numerous grave injuries.
Fuck.
The girl was taken to the hospital, and for a long time, she remained on a ventilator in a stable but critical condition. The doctor said she had
Bro,
brain
the fact that she's still in a critical condition and not immediately dead after a fall that crazy is, I don't know. That's a blessing on its own, man.
swelling, numerous grave fractures of the spine and the pelvis, and laceration of the liver, spleen, and bowels.
Oh my God.
They said Tegan might remain paralyzed forever. The girl who won a well-deserved place in the National Junior Honor Society with her
Wow.
outstanding grades could now only communicate by blinking. Once for yes, twice for no. Fast forward 17 months. 14-year-old Tegan was back in the state of Wisconsin again to promote the project of expanding the hospital, which had saved her life. The girl
Wow,
walked
bro.
through the hall by herself, using only a walker for support. The ride operator, 33-year-old Charles A. Carnell, was charged with first-degree reckless injury, a crime
I ain't gonna
punishable
lie.
by 25 years in prison and a $100,000 fine. Carnell told the prosecutors he had blanked out and hadn't waited for the all-clear signal before letting go of
Bro,
T.
how do you blank out on a ride this fucking risky, bro? Like, deadass, like, are you actually restarted? Like, dude, you're literally, people are putting their lives into your hands. As much of a stupid ride it is, and how I think it is to even go on it as the consumers, they're still putting their lives in your hand. They're trusting you to actually make the right decisions, bro. Like, how do you not, like, take that responsibility? Like, even you being up as high as you are, like, how are you not nervous as shit yourself? You know what I'm saying? Letting people go. Like,
Again. But sometimes, accidents happen due to the owner's desire to save money on the visitor's safety. On December 24th, 1998, a massive metal cleat detached from the hull of a ride called Sailing Ship Columbia. On the way down, it hit 2 park visitors and 1 Disney employee.
oh my God.
One of the visitors, 33-year-old Luann Fee Dawson, who had sustained a head injury in the accident, later died in the emergency room.
Wow,
This was
bro.
the first death at a Disneyland ride that wasn't the visitor's fault. Luann received
we watched that one in the horrific Disneyland deaths. Yeah, we remember that.
2 grave head injuries and an injury of a large blood vessel in the brain.
Dumbass
His
worker.
wife, Lu Vuong, also sustained head trauma but survived. Mrs. Vuong received plastic surgery to sew the cuts on the right side of her face.
Damn, bro.
A Disneyland employee, Christine Carpenter, had a severe leg injury but got proper hospital treatment. As shown in further investigation, the strap, which was supposed to hold the metal cleat in place, had been replaced with a rope made from unsuitable material to save money.
Wow.
Apart from that, the ship's approach to the dock was too fast, and the rope, which was used instead of a strap, wasn't strong enough to slow down the vessel's movement.
That's crazy, bro. Like, it's one thing to be cheap about certain things that are not a literal safety hazard, but when it comes to safety hazards, hundreds of thousands of people riding the boats every day and stuff, like, how do you go cheap on that, bro?
Strong enough to slow down the vessel's movement. Responsibility for the accident was attributed not to the ride operator, but to the park management. The victim's family won around $25 million in court.
Well deserved.
The Columbia ride remains out of operation to this day. The incredible heights of roller coasters remain the central feature of such rides, but that's also what makes them dangerous. On July 11th, 2010, 21-year-old Lindsay Zeno visited Blue Bayou Water Park. Zeno got on a ride called Extreme Coaster, a roller coaster that had been in operation for about 3 years. Minutes into her ride, the girl fell from a height of 9 meters and eventually died from trauma sustained.
Oh my
We weren't
God.
sure exactly what caused the accident. It could have happened due to a faulty safety belt mechanism.
Yeah, it had
One
to
of the
be.
witnesses claims he saw Zeno try to secure her safety belt when the coach made a sharp turn and flung her into the air.
Fuck,
Louisiana
bro.
State Fire Marshal Butch Browning sent inspectors from his department to check the roller coaster. According to him, all of the mechanical parts of the coaster were in their place and without fault. Nevertheless,
Yeah, it had to been the safety belt, man. Like I said, you have to make sure you check that shit. So
after the accident, the ride was closed forever. On August 11th, 1996, a mini train at Old Indiana Fun Park was derailed and turned over, crushing 2 people with its weight.
what the?
The victims were 4-year-old Emily Hunt, who got paralyzed from the
4-year-old?
chest down, and her 57-year-old grandma, Nancy Jones.
Oh my God.
This horrific catastrophe not only makes your skin crawl, but also causes incredible anger at Old Indiana Fun Park representatives, since
Bro, imagine going on a little ass train like this, and that's what makes you like paralyzed or even die.
at Old Indiana Fun Park representatives, since they have made every mistake imaginable. Investigation showed that the train was moving much faster than the project speed of 19 kilometers per hour. When
Why?
the operator tried to hit the brakes, they didn't work, and it's still unclear whether they had been damaged or weren't there at all. Also, most anti-derailment devices had not been installed. The speedometer was broken, and the tracks were strewn with litter. Later, it became known that the safety inspector, who had checked the ride twice 3 months before the accident, admitted he wasn't qualified for this job. Even the park's
What?
own records proved that the mini train had been derailed 79 times in the previous 2 months. This
Is what? And they kept it going?
wasn't the first problem with Old Indiana. In 1996, The park was fined for 77 instances of breaking the law against child labor. There were also materials in the Indianapolis Star about the inhumane treatment of animals, including a tiger.
Yo, this place is just hell, bro. What the fuck is this place?
The owners of Old Indiana Fun Park admitted negligence, but denied the information about the ride's condition before the accident. Since then, they declared bankruptcy, and most rides in the park were sold at an auction the following year.
Oh, good. This place needs to never exist ever again, bro. Like, it literally, everything was bad about it. The rides were fucked up. They don't fix anything. They have no urgency on literally the whole park. Inhumane actions. Talk about child labor. Close that place. Never open it again.
And this next roller coaster accident became the deadliest in history. The expression of terror on a little girl's face before her death will always remain in Carolyn Adamczyk's memory. The girl was one of the children who died in the catastrophe at Battersea Park in 1972. Carolyn was a 14-year-old schoolgirl when the tragedy happened. The Big Dipper ride in South London broke while operating, killing 5 little children.
Oh my God,
Carolyn was lucky enough to survive. Wooden roller coasters have the reputation of potentially deadly traps.
Wooden roller coaster, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't even get on this, bro. This looks like 1919, bro. When I was born, yeah, I'm still not getting on this.
They're down quickly and require constant maintenance. Even the slightest negligence can lead to a massive disaster.
Yeah, you think?
When the train was being hoisted to the start of the ride, its haulage rope broke loose from one of the carriages, and the mechanism broke down. The wooden train was going above the park with 31 passengers on board. Carolyn turned over and noticed the train operator was hitting the brakes, but they weren't working. Most train carriages did not take a turn, and one of them jumped the rails to the side, crashing into a wooden fence. The train then took a sharp turn and hit another train waiting in the boarding zone.
Oh my God.
Right after the crash, Carolyn and her friends got stuck in a relatively intact carriage 15 meters above the ground. Around 5 children died in the catastrophe, and 13 more received severe wounds. The roller coaster was not repaired, and the Battersea Fun Fair was closed 2 years later. Every year, around 30,000 accidents that result in trauma, both minor and grave, happen in amusement parks. Even though the industry group representing theme parks and water parks says the odds of sustaining serious injuries on a roller coaster in an average US amusement park is 1 to 16 million, this danger should still not be ignored.
Oh, hell no.
After all,
Definitely.
the human element, faulty equipment, or the banal desire to profit off safety can often lead to deadly consequences.
Yeah, that's why, like, especially if you go on anything in theme park chat, like, your major thing that you have to worry about is seeing if anything looks sus, any equipment looks off, you know what I'm saying? Take a good look at the roller coaster, and also, most importantly, make sure that safety thing is always on you and super tight, bro. Even if it literally hurts, bro, I don't care. Just be safe. Seriously.
If this video has sparked...
Yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure you leave a like and also comment down below any other videos you guys want to react to, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.